Good morning, this is Joel. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. You can see everyone is getting to work on their bicycles. Today we are having the first training day for our new captains at Hey Captain. And I'm just on my way out there. And look at the beautiful view I have this morning. So I think by far the two most important parameters when recruiting new captains is that they need to be very social, but they also need to be buying into our mission here at Hey Captain and to our values. So that's some of the things that we're looking for. But now we are basically off, so I think I'll get on my bike and then I'll see you at training day. So now I've arrived out here at our offices where we're going to have our first boot camp with 4 new captains joining us. And then we have 2 experienced captains joining me to help training. My part of the day is going to be very focused on a discussion on how we do a great tour, basically regarding our DNA and the social, informative and personal tour. And then later in the day they will go sailing training, so we know that they can master the boat as well. But I can't wait to meet our 4 new captains and get going. Hello. A great canal tour requires great captains. I think you are, I would say, 95% of our product. Did you have a chance to read through part of the documents that we sent you at least? Would you feel comfortable guiding a tour right now? Maybe not? No. I think the important part is that training doesn't stop after this. So this is just the onboarding, but you'll see that we invest heavily in ongoing training, more or less every day. So we will do debriefs after many tours. You will have a manager coming down asking, how was your tour? Who was on it? Was the guest happy? What was your scores? How can we, okay, there was a few lesser scores. What kind of people were they? Where were they from? What do you think the issues were? Why didn't they like the tour as much as the other ones? How could we improve that going forward?
Like, I would say if you have something that just climbed Kilimanjaro or K2 or whatever it is, Everest, and like all of the guests are super interested, I would like feel a little bit like, okay, this is gonna like gather them together. So if I just let them talk and let him talk or her talk about this, and then maybe 10 minutes, okay, fine, they didn't know, I didn't get to tell about the opera, but then we're further down the line, I can get a lot more attention and they're gonna have a better time.
Yeah, then I think it's important to say there is no script, there is no manuscript. What we send you now is kind of background information, and there's too much to be able to mention on one tour. So the idea is that you know a lot and you can use whatever you like on the tour. And I think it's very important to get to the notion where you don't have to have these 5 stories that you want to tell. So you can sail past the opera and not mention it if the conversation is going in a different direction. I think it's important to adapt and run with the conversation.
Yeah.
So this is the first part of the day done. We've had some great discussions on our DNA and how to give a great tour. Now I'll be off, but our new captains are out sailing for the rest of the day with 2 experienced captains, so they get to learn the boat. And then after today, where they had their boot camp, then they will basically be going sailing with guests and with experienced captains to experience how to give a great tour in real life. So that's going to be the next couple of days training, and that's going to be a lot of fun to see them in real action. So today I'm just on my way down to Filia Platz. It's a Tuesday, but we actually have quite a bit in the book, and it's my normal morning routine that I jump down when people start to show up and make sure that we have everything under control and that the mood is high. We have people in training, so I need to plan that they get to go on the right types of tours, that they try different things. And then of course there's also, with all the experienced captains, I mean, even though they're experienced, it's good to sit and have a go through of today's program to see if they're aware of any specifics or any particular groups that we need to be extra mindful of, if they have to be picked up or dropped off somewhere else. So basically now we're just gonna go down and meet all the guys and girls. So it's gonna be a great and sunny day. Morning, Ilona. I brought my camera team here.
Hello.
How are you?
See you, good.
Do you have the computer open? Should we go through the program? This tour was empty just 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Now we have 3 people on there. Thor is now sailing boat 1 instead of Victor. He's taking the day off. And then we have Valdemar here and Sam joining him on training. And then we have Marina coming in on this boat. I look straightforward.
Yeah.
No special tours.
Familiar with the schedule.
Super.
Cool.
Alright. Now we're just waiting for the boats to arrive. Beautiful. Morning, guys. I brought Siva as my cameraman today. I want to capture our morning routine.
It's nice to get a bit of warm weather now.
And it's so beautiful. Hey, Sam.
Hands a bit wet. How you doing?
How are you two?
We good?
You good?
Yeah.
So there were some last minute changes because Thor and Victor kind of rescheduled.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I figured it would be good for Sam to join you. Have you two been sailing together?
No.
Haven't you met them?
Beautiful. But now you have.
Yeah, now we have.
Super. And this is what it's your last training day, right? So we need to do a final tour ride as well. But how have you had a chance to look through the schedule?
So I don't know how many Airbnbs.
What about you, Sam?
I have not looked at it yet, no. So
Maybe for the sake of training, I think I'll do a final tour ride with you on the 2:30. That you're gonna run on your own. Valley, you take that one off, and then I'll join you.
Yeah.
Cool. I think Sam, you're pretty comfortable, right?
I did I did a couple of tours with Victor on last Wednesday. So.
Yeah.
So let me just take the wheel and he'll do the talking.
Yeah, I agree. And how are you on the sailing? You are very comfortable behind the rudder as well, right?
Yeah. Just gotta check the timings.
Yeah. Cool. Thor, you need to hear this. Review that came yesterday, and it's from Kelly Airbnb. She went out sailing with us on the 14th of April, and Kelly says it's a 5-star review. It felt so much more hands-on than the larger tours. We saw adorable neighborhoods, learned about the changing financial dynamics of the area, and got a Danish history lesson. Physically, the small boats allow us to go into areas most people don't see. I cannot recommend it enough. So how did you become an expert in financial dynamics and Danish history? I love it. Good work. So more of that. Now you can see if you can beat that. And Ilona promised me she's gonna
Like in all the new ones, they're already beating me in the review. So I don't even think I get reviews.
and turn on the prep music again. In a minute, our captain is back from his tour, and this is when we take time to do a debrief. So we sit and go through how the tour went and what we could have done better. Most important for me to take out of this is, 1, did the captains properly prepare to their tour? And 2nd, are they able to reflect on how it went and what they could have done better? And for that, I have some very thorough process with some defined questions that we always go through. So let's go down to the boat and do a debrief.
There you go. Enjoy the rest of your time.
Seem much better than those giant canal tours.
Definitely.
I saw those going by and I was like, absolutely
No.
not.
It's like,
Like hard pass. Yeah, no. Thank you
watch
so
yourself
much.
instead as well. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Lovely.
Good.
If you wanna, you're already doing an awesome job. But if you want to improve that a little bit more,
Yeah.
the best way to do it is probably like you have so much information you want to get out.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just have to realize that
You don't need to say
you don't
all.
need to say it. Like there's if you're already having a good conversation.
Yeah.
Of course, like in the start, I was always like, I want to tell you this,
Yeah.
but
I want to tell you everything.
but it doesn't really like if they're already having a good time. Doesn't really matter. Like,
No.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So Otherwise, you get a hang of it when you get a rhythm.
Yeah.
But you can kind of mix in the information with the conversation,
Yeah.
like kind of pulse it that way. So talk about their cities and then kind of make a
Similarity.
comparison
Yeah.
of Copenhagen, and then use it to probably move into Nordhavn area and
Yeah.
say this is a newly developed area, and then tell about maybe the whole development and in that way.
Yeah.
And otherwise, you can just, if you're having a good conversation and you're maybe
Just
coming
let it
into
flow.
Holmen, you can
Yeah.
say, okay, now it's the last part of the tour, we come around Holmen, this
Yeah.
is the old military base, and then you have kind of set the scene.
Yeah.
So what you say after that kind of match up with what you have already told them. But if you're already having a good conversation or just having fun, just leave it at that.
Is there anything, Sam, after this tour that you think you could have done better? You want to improve on, or maybe something that you think Valdemar is doing great that you want to pick up on and try to learn?
I think maybe ask them about areas of the city that they're interested, because even if they're not areas of the city that are on the tour, there might be something that I can talk to them about. So we talked about the graveyard in Nalborough where Hans Christian Andersen's buried, and one of them had been there and one of them wanted to go there.
Okay.
And I think maybe just try and find out from them what they want from the city and what they want
Yeah.
from the tour, maybe trying to do a bit more
So
of that.
instead of just getting the tour around the
Yeah.
harbour, they also get recommendations on what else to do in the.
Yeah, because although it's a tour around the harbour and you're seeing all the different areas,
Yeah.
it's nice to get a feel for the city, and I think maybe just bring a bit more of that in as well.
Ah, cool. I think that's a good point.
Yeah.
But I think this is great.
Okay.
Well done.
Cheers.
This was a small peek into a normal day of Hey Captain. I hope you enjoyed it, and this is it for today. Thank you very much.